AVV Nation and everybody else on YouTube, welcome to the VectorVest channel. My name is Patrick France, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest, and today I've got a sneak peek into one of the most exciting live trading rooms every day of the week. That's right, I'm talking about the VectorVest Jockey Club. If you're not familiar about what the VectorVest Jockey Club is, it's a live trading room we do Monday through Friday from about 9 a.m. until about 10:30 in the morning, where we go over what's going on in the market pre-market every day, get everybody ready for what to expect when the market opens. And then once the market starts trading at about 9:30, we do some live trading where we mainly focus on speculative to aggressive trading. So day trading to swing trading. Now, I'm typically known as the more day trade guy in the Jockey Club, but we do have some instructors such as Glenn Tompkins and Steve Chappell that also do a lot of swing trading there for you as well. So today I'm going to be highlighting one of the trades we had yesterday where we got into a stock. We had a nice setup. We got in, and in about 11 minutes, we made over 20%. In 5 minutes of that 11 minutes, the stock was actually halted, took our profit right after the halt ended, and moved on from there. So what you're about to see is a beginning where we found the stock, highlighting why we liked it, what we were looking at there, and then we highlight the trade itself. So if you like what you see here today, make sure to click on the link down in the description below, sign up for the trial, and join us and see for yourself how powerful the Jockey Club can be and how much money we could make you every single week. So once again, before you get started, if you like today's video, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and let's get into it here today. No surprise whatsoever. Pre-market movement has been steadily rising. We saw futures up nicely. We saw European markets up nicely. So, of course, we're going to see the overall market with the VectorVest composite steadily rising. So far, pre-market, the DTI bullish indicator is clearly leading the charge at a level of almost 1.5, whereas the bearish is down to a level of almost 0.5. So, therefore, we should definitely be favoring the upside here pre-market, getting ready for the upside. But, as always, we like to be prepared either way. Rather be prepared and not need it than need it and not be prepared. So with that, let's go ahead. Start to prepare for what to do here. Looking for some plays here this morning. Just go ahead and zoom in a little bit on that one. Jump into the Unisearch tool. And then go ahead, turn on the streaming data. Coming down to searches, price, volume. Starting off with the Daily Boomers % price change for the upside here. And go ahead and graph these. So when we're looking at these, these are all stocks that are popping pre-market. What we really want to see is not a lot of junk on here. So let's go ahead and clean some of this off. There we go. So what we're looking for is when the stock is jumping up or gapping up, we want to see it continuing to rise on strong volume. And right now, this one, EQOS, yes, it's gapped up, but really not continuing to rise. If anything, slowly drifting lower. Be careful of that low at 623. It's about a 40-cent move from where it's currently trading at. And on a $6 stock, a 40-cent move is quite a substantial move. So probably going to pass on that one for right now. LIDR. Wasn't really doing a whole lot right out of the gate this morning, but starting to pick up a little bit here as we get closer to the open. Looking at this candle right here, we see strong volume telling us we should focus highly on that candle. And as we can see, it does have a taller upper wick showing some selling pressure coming in and getting followed through that next minute. So maybe set for a pullback and leading up to that 9:30 time frame, but maybe one to keep an eye on. We'll be cautious with that one here. Also looking at the DPO, which is a momentum indicator, you do see lower highs on the DPO as price has been steadily rising, creating a bearish divergence and suggesting that downside risk may outweigh upside potential here. BKKT gapped up, yes, but steadily falling like a rock on strong volume. No real signs of letting up so far. Probably going to have to pass on this one.
OCGN, same situation, gapped up, but steadily moving lower. Only positive I do see with OCGN compared to that last one is this price has been hitting a new low, DPO hitting a higher low, so setting us up for that bullish divergence this time. TIGR, gapped up nicely here, moving sideways, starting to pick up a little bit on stronger volume as well, showing some potential going into the open. So definitely going to make our list, or one that we're going to keep on our radar. PROG, going to pass on that one. PERI, just sideways. SISI, definitely not, no liquidity. EBON, moving sideways, no liquidity. Just going through them quickly, and that would be it. So out of them, we'll keep TIGR. OCGN will keep as a speculative play since we do have that potential bullish divergence. We just need to see that divergence start to come to light. And then LIDR, maybe. So LIDR, TIGR, and OCGN. Let's go ahead, get some of our short-term trades pulled up. Zoom in. So TIGR was definitely our top look here that we were noticing so far this morning. Gapped up. Let's go ahead and pull that line down. 1045, 1043 is the low of that open. We need to see that low hold. OCGN gapped up, no surprise. But once again, we need to see it hold that low there. It doesn't look like we're doing so. Going to be interesting. And then LIDR, same situation, gapped up. Lows at 523, moving higher. I like what we're seeing so far with this one. Now, since the first minute was so far away from where that low of the first minute is, if you wanted to, one possible way of being a little bit more prudent is putting your line of sand at the top instead of the bottom of that opening candle. That could be a nice little confirmation there if you want. OCGN breaking down, continuing to move lower. TIGR moving lower on the third minute. We need to see that. We need to see it get back above those levels there. Because as we know, if it closes below that low of the open, there's about a 90% chance it'll fill that gap. And we don't want to be, trading on a hope of 10% there. All right, so Doji right here at the bottom. Keeping an eye on it. Looking at volume. Volume is conviction, as we always talk about. Strong volume here. Weaker volume on that downside. With a doji or a reversal, almost basically a hammer there. Relatively stronger volume to the previous minute. A lot of that lower tail is buying volume coming in. It is lower than the previous minute, so of course volume is going to be red, but you do see stronger volume on that point there. Let's go ahead. Robo Trader. Let's get over here. Say next. Okay, so we have the orders set up. It's going to go ahead, change it to a limit. 575 looks like a decent price. 5.75. All right, I'll pull this over. Go ahead, place that trade. LIDR got filled, 575, down a penny a share right now. Wait, let's make sure price. All right, so yeah, got filled at 575 right now. To exit, this is what we're going to be looking for. What we're looking for, or as an exit strategy, if it closes below 571, gets followed through that next minute, we'll simply close out. 5-6 cents on the share, less than a percentage, that's fine. But at the same time, we have it holding this support right now. We had a level of resistance here, tried to break above it, stalled out, came back down, then finally broke through through resistance, came back and retesting it, turning that resistance level into a support level. So that's what we're looking for. a nice steady rise, a nice run here with that one. Volume also starting to pick up a little bit. Definitely like seeing that. So far, just shy of a little over percent now, just crossed above 1%. So off to the races with that one. Oh, and the market timing gauge is investor guidance. So yeah, so the market timing gauge. So Jesse, on behalf of that, everything on the homepage is simply referring to more of that prudent investor, more of that swing trade, longer term trends. DTI is the indicator we look at for short term day trading indicators, the only intraday indicator that we offer here at VectorVest. So that's what we're looking at. All right. On LIDR, up 4% right now, starting to see a nice little pickup. Look at the volume starting to come in. That's what we like seeing. 6%. There we go. All right. Not a bad day so far with that one. Now, as the price moves up, as always, we move our line in the sand up. So $6 roughly becomes our new support floor here. Look at that volume coming in. That's exactly what we want to see. 300,000 shares traded so far this minute. Up nicely here so far. Pulling back to that support, that's fine. Still in the upper 25% of that range. Still a lot of buying pressure coming in. Maybe retesting that new support floor. There we go. Let's see. Keep an eye on it. Up 5% so far in the position. So I'm A-okay with that move. You planning to close this using market? I don't know. Depends. We'll wait and see. We'll let it play out as always. We want to give our position a little bit of time to develop. As always, though, I always state this, if you're new here, anything, if we make 10% in 10 minutes, we'll simply take that. Or 10% in less than 10 minutes, we'll simply take that off the table. Right now, we're getting pretty close. We're about 7.5 to 6 to 7.5% move. So we're definitely getting that fairly quickly there. And for somebody who was saying, don't remember who was saying it earlier, saying why LIDR? This is why. We saw a nice setup. It was looking good. Looking at the price action, we're definitely on the right side of things here. 8% now, 8.5. Woohoo! I like these kind of trades. Pretty quick, easy to make some money. When you get to 10%, will we close it in market? Maybe. I may just use a limit order. So getting close to that 9.5. There we go. Oh, broke that 10% right there. Let's go ahead, get our order ready. Now, while it's moving, I'm not necessarily going to not necessarily going to pull the trigger right away. I'm going to see if we can get a little bit more, but I'll use a market here at this point. Up 12.5, 13%. Let's see if we can get more. 6.5. Where is this thing going? This is not a bad trade whatsoever. 14, 15%. Man, this thing is rocking and rolling, folks. All right. Getting close. 16, 17%. This thing is moving and grooving right now. Not sure what the news is on it, but this thing is rocking and rolling here, folks. It may have just been halted. I think we may have broke the stock. All right. 16.8%. So I think the stock just got halted. It did. Yep. Thanks for the confirmation. So there we go. All right. Let's go ahead and place a limit. Let's see if we can get $7. It's $7 is right up there, just shy of where we're at right now. A lot of buying pressure coming in. It's strong volume. Let's go ahead and put it. I'll just, we got some time. Let's go ahead and bring this over. Now that the stock is not trading right now, we have plenty of time to do this. So we'll put a limit in at 7. Preview, place. There we go. So I have a limit at 7. And now what I could do, if I'm worried about, what happens when it does open, what I may be able to do is I could go here. Actually, I'm going to click on this button, but I'm going to pull this over. So I'll get the edit screen and I can edit here and I can type in, if it opens up at 650, I can type in 650. And then once it starts trading, I'll just click on update. That'll change my order to 650 instead of 7. I get filled. Happy camper, out with well over a 10% gain there. You go 5 cents higher than the high to make your purchase. So no, Mike, I placed a limit order in at 575 and got filled right at that support, or right around that support there. Good idea, Mark. Let's do that. So I'm going to cancel out of here. I'm going to keep my $7 order in, but we'll have it there ready to go. I showed you guys what I'm going to do just in case. Let's go ahead and take a look at the news. Pull this over. So LIDR up 51% so far for the day. Not a bad day whatsoever. Let's go all. Not seeing any news here. What's on here? 3 hours ago. Coming down. Let's find it. LIDR. Where is it? Doesn't really tell anything. Just okay. So we've got 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes so far. We've got about 2 more minutes probably before it starts opening again. LIDR. So it looks like it's resuming. Up 57%. Oh, that's old. All right, well, can't really find anything, and it's about to start trading again. Sure is not out there to short it, so they're squeezing it. Oh, well, there we go. How'd you pull that? So what I did is I went here. This is in Trade Station. Let me go ahead and close out of here, make sure. Yeah. So this is in the Trade Station account. And then I click on this little pencil icon to the right of the order. I already placed an order for a $7 limit. So I'm going to click on that. And then that pulls up this little screen here. And I can change my limit order. So if it skyrockets right out of the gate, closes out at 7, by all means, that's fine. But if it starts dropping, I'll change it to 650. 650, and I'll just update it there. All right, so we should start to see resuming activity any moment now. Let's see. Brian saying NFT dividend confirmed. LIDR $7 limit hit. There we go. Not a bad day, folks. Not a bad day at all. Great way to start the morning, right? No, it's not possible there, John. It's not possible for it to hit both. All right, let's go ahead, take a look at that trade real fast, see what our total at the end of it was. Reports, trade history. Woo-hoo-hoo! All right, so LIDR opened up at 9:42, 5 minutes of halting, so 11 minutes total in the trade with 5 minutes of it being halted. Total gain 21% so far. Initial price $5.75, final price $7. Not a bad trade, y'all. All right, once again, thank you all for tuning in here today. Hopefully you've enjoyed what you saw here. Hopefully this sparked your interest, and if you are interested in capturing some amazing trades like this on a weekly basis, click on the link down in the description below and sign up right away. So until next time, take care, and I'll see you guys in the Jockey Club.